Okay, back to Like a Slow Burning Fire. I'll be reading chapter 4 right now. Chapter 4 is called My Bedroom, Part 1. I wake up to an empty house. My roommate, Dunk, left for work early this morning. We live in the basement of this bungalow. The owner, Betty, who Dunk knows from his job at this cardboard factory, lives on the main floor, and Dunk and I have the basement. There are 2 bedrooms with a big rectangle living room kitchen and a tiny bathroom off the kitchen. I get out of bed, go to the bathroom, and look in the mirror. My face is swollen all over, my eyes black and purple. There are red welts all over my torso, and my thighs are covered in dark blue blotches. I put my hand to the top of my head and feel crusty blood and a dented skull, and I wonder if bone can bounce back into place. I down 3 extra strength Tylenol and take a shower. I have class later this afternoon, but that's not going to happen. Late morning, I call Julie and tell her about the drive home. "Oh my God, that's awful," she says. "Are you okay?" "Nothing broken, I don't think. Maybe my nose, but I have this dent in my skull, so I don't know. And my face is all messed up, like swollen, purple, and bruised. Hard to look at." "Whatever. I was thinking maybe you could come over later." "Sure, yes, of course," she says. But I'd have to take the bus from Carleton. Can you pick me up, or you don't have your mom's car?" "No, but I could take the bus. No, it's good. I'll come get you. About 5 by St. Pat's?" "Okay," she says. "I'll see you then." I spend the day trying to work on my crime and punishment essay, but I can't concentrate. So I pop more Tylenol and think about calling Hopper, but I'm not feeling it. So I don't. It's getting close to 5, so I grab the car keys and put on my Stan Smiths and a Sears Auto Center ball cap. I pull the ball cap down tight and low. I leave the house to pick up Julie. The sky is steel gray and the wind's blowing hard. I get on the car, put on my sunglasses, and shove in a mixtape. I back the car out of my spot and look over my right shoulder, then my left, then right again and left again. I drive down Moody, steady, even, with To Her Door playing. I sing along with Paul Kelly, low and quiet. I get on the ramp to the Queensway. Traffic is rush hour thick, and I have to put my foot down to find an opening. As I get my speed up, I notice the steering wheel shaking, or maybe it isn't. I find a spot in the slow lane and hang on to it all the way to Bronson. I get off the Queensway, head south down Bronson, and turn onto Carleton's campus. I drive slowly. People are walking on the sidewalk and in the road. Roots sweatpants and desert boots, 501s and Stan Smiths, backpacks slung over shoulders. A girl wearing a yellow Walkman is looking to cross the road. I slow to a stop and wave her on. She smiles and gives me a nod. The car behind me slows down, stops, and waits till we're able to move on. I pull up in front of St. Pat's. Julie isn't there, so I put my 4-ways on and wait with my mixtape playing. My heart isn't racing. I roll the window down, sit back, and breathe in the cool, crisp air. It feels good, normal. The passenger door opens. Julie gets in. "Oh my God, I see what you mean," she says. She reaches her hand to my face, places 2 fingers against my cheek. She leans over and kisses me. "Yeah, but I'll be okay." "Be okay? Are you sure? You didn't go to the hospital? Do you want to, like now? Are you sure?" "Yeah, it's fine." "How do you feel?" "Shitty and like pounding all over my face and this side of my head." I touch my hand to the left side of my head like I'm playing charades. She leans over and hugs me. "I feel so bad for you. Oh my God, it's awful. Are you sure you're okay?" "Yeah, let's just get going." We get to my house and Dunk's in the kitchen making Spanish rice. When he sees me, his eyes go wide. I tell him the short version of what happened. "That's brutal, man. Whoa," he says. "Let me know if you need anything." "Yeah, thanks." Julie and I make spaghetti and go to my room and sit on the bed with our backs against the wall and our plates in our laps. I turn on the TV and we watch the news. After dinner, we go to the kitchen table to do some schoolwork. I try to work on my essay, but the words aren't coming. Julie's working on something for a psych class. She asked me a question about Freud's id and superego. I tell her about the boys in Lord of the Flies and how one was id and the other was superego. And she says, "Oh yeah, which one was it again?" Later, we go back to my room. I put U2's new album on and turn the lights off. We lie back on my bed in the pitch black. All I can see are two red dots coming from my stereo. Bono's singing about streets with no name, and Julie feels good in my arms like she always does. So, what are you going to do? She says. I mean, like, call the police back and have this guy charged? He can't just get away with it. Like, you can't just go around chasing people and beating them up like a crazy person. The cop said the guy was being charged with all sorts of other shit, and she said it wouldn't matter. So, I'm thinking, just forget about it, move on. I don't know. There's not much you can do, so whatever, just put it behind me, I guess, and that's it. Yeah, but I feel so bad for you. Yeah, I'm not feeling too great either, I say. Like physically or emotionally? I don't know. I feel fucked up, like my head's all messed up and my face looks like shit. And just want time to hurry up so I don't have to talk about all this shit because everyone's going to say, "What happened to you?" Like they're the fucking first person I have to explain this shit to. And what do I say? Some random nutcase kicked the shit out of me because he wanted to fuck someone up? Maybe people won't ask, like, won't say anything. Come on, everyone's going to be like, "What happened to you? Are you okay?" Jesus. And all the guys are going to be like, "I'd have fucking kicked his ass." And the guy would have crawled back to his fucking truck and all that bullshit. I don't want to go to class looking like I just got hit by an OC bus. I'll feel like an idiot, everyone looking at me, wondering what's with that loser. Maybe you should arrange to see someone, she says, like to talk to. Someone who can help you deal with all this. You can sign up in the student center and what? Why would I do that? I told you, I'll move on, put it behind me. The swelling will go down, I'll be okay. And if I need someone who can listen and help you deal with it, I dealt with it. It was shitty and it happened, so I'm putting it behind me. Like, forget about it. I mean, I'm 23, I'm not a kid, I'll deal with it. Not everything is going to be perfect and pretty, and like bad stuff's going to happen. I'm going to move on. If I need to talk, I'd be you and Hopper. What's to talk about? And besides, but I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I think it's awful, and I don't know how to make you feel better. I don't need to feel better right now. I just need to fucking move on. I don't need to talk about it. Just you're here, and like that's enough. I'm lying on my back, staring at those two red dots while Bono sings about running to stand still. My head's throbbing and my eyes are full of water. Julie's head is pressed against my chest. I squeeze her tight against me. I smell vanilla. The song ends. I get up to turn the record over. Don't worry, I'm here, she says, and I'm not going anywhere. Everything will be all right. Yeah, I hold her tight. We lie still and quiet, listening to the music. Everything feels soft and dark. My eyes are closed and I can feel my chest going up and down, up and down. Hey, I whisper. For tonight, like, just tonight, could you stay over? It's getting late and I don't feel like driving all that way, just for this one night. I'd like to, I would, but my mom would kill me. I don't, just for tonight. Call your mom and say some shit went down. And could you stay over just for this one night? And you'll sleep on the couch. Like, explain, it's too late to call her. She gets so mad at me. You know how she is about, yeah, but your dad's up. So he'll answer and he won't care. He'll be fine. I just feel like, I just don't feel like driving all that way tonight. Back on the Queensway. I can't. I just can't. I want to, but my mom, can you try? I don't. Yeah, all right. Okay, fuck it. I get it. I get up, turn the light on, and turn the music off. Julie gets up and walks toward me. She puts her arms around my neck and pulls me in close. She tilts her head up and looks into my eyes. Her face is tense. She places her right hand against my cheek. She says, I know, whatever, it's okay. Is it? Yeah, I say, it's fine. We get up, put on our coats and shoes, head up the stairs, and we're out the door. When we get to my car, I open the trunk, lift up the spare tire, and grab the tire iron. I open the driver's door and put the tire iron under the driver's seat. Julie gets in and looks over at me with wide eyes, but says nothing. I start the car and leave the tape deck silent. We're on the Queensway, driving across the city on a dark, quiet night. The full moon is hiding behind the clouds. My eyes stare straight ahead, though every few seconds I glance in the mirror and glance again. We get off at Innis and I take it slow and easy. I turn left onto Julie's street, and as we're pulling into her driveway, she says, That was weird. You didn't play your music. You sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just tired. She smiles and leans over and kisses me, and I kiss her back. but I don't take her in my arms and hold her tight and smell vanilla. Bye, love you, she says. Everything will be all right. You know it will. Everything will be fine. Yeah, I tell her. Good night. I pull out of the driveway, and then it's Innes Road and the Queensway, and the whole way home, the steering wheel's shaking, and my eyes are bouncing from the road to the mirror, and the car behind me is getting faster and closer, and I swear I'm being followed. I'm sure of it, so I keep my head low and drive on in a cold sweat till I get home and turn the car off and breathe. End of chapter 4.